Hello, my friends, and welcome back to my channel. And welcome to, I guess I'm going to call this a Sketch Sunday reset. I didn't manage to get what I wanted to get done in April. In fact, I think I only got one video and the first sketch of the month up for you at that time. April, we were back to our exclusive sketches. And this month, we will be using sketches and scrap lifts by people having made those sketches. So I'm definitely going to be playing along this month, except for today. I just didn't manage to get myself reorganized and back on track in time. I hadn't even realized it was International Scrapbooking Day until I think Thursday. And I did not get a chance really to look at any of the people that Crystal put on her list before getting myself organized. So I'm going to do a little bit of a reset. That's going to be today's sort of Sketch Sunday video. I'm going to put my friends' links down below for today's sketches as well, but you probably won't be seeing mine in their list because I'm not going to put my link as a Sketch Sunday for today. So these were the sketches, the exclusive sketches that we had for April. And I had my April collection obsession based on some Jen Hadfield out and ready to use. So I did do, as I mentioned a couple of minutes ago, I did do the first sketch and the first layout. So this was on the 6th of April, and this was a sketch by the lovely Ashley. And you've seen this, and there was a share video for this layout. Now, the second sketch, which was done by the lovely Nicole from Because We Love to Scrap here on YouTube, was the week after, and I did not manage to get that. I actually started it a day or so before, but then things got really, really intense, so I never got back to it, but I have since finished it. I just finished it at the end of last week, and I sort of took it, I guess, in a little bit of a different direction, but I hope you can see a little bit of the philosophy of Nicole's idea behind my layout. So I did a fun layout here of my lovely donkey patio, resting in the sun with one of his friends. And I need to find out who this lovely friend is. So I'm going to go back and look at Helen's messages because she sends me photos of my boy quite frequently. And you can see here, he still has quite a bit of his winter coat on here. So this was early in April. I think it was probably just a couple of days before I started getting ready for this sketch. So Nicole has a very large star here, and I went in the direction of a hexagon because I have a large sort of stencil, and what I did is put that stencil on my page and popped this Tim Holtz burlap stencil behind it so that I could add some burlap. I thought that went well with the subject, with my patio, being out and about in the sanctuary, having a little bit of fun in the sun. So I put that there, and I used, this is Stampin' Up! Crumb Cake, and I basically just inked through the stencil and kept moving it around, and then just used a ruler and outlined to sort of finish the edges. I outlined the hexagon with a darker, I think this is probably espresso, Stampin' Up! Marker. So I put that down. So it sort of gives the same idea, and I put my photo in the same place. Nicole, of course, used stars as embellishments, and I used my hexagon dies and hexagon punch. So I went for the embellishing. I went off in a little bit of a different direction, but I liked how this came out. So I did use my hexagons with this lovely Jen Hatfield paper. And I still have a bit of this left, this lovely floral. Got that down with the photo, and I matted the photo in that same paper. And then I had a bunch of die cuts here from all different Jen Hatfield collections. So I went in there just for fun and got a couple of die cuts to add some fun, naturey floral bits to the layout. A couple of wood buttons here, a camera and a star. And then I have two Nicole Jones 911 journaling tabs here that I'm going to, or journaling labels, I guess, that I'm going to put a little bit of journaling when Helen sent this to me and what she said in her message about patio enjoying some time in the sun. And that is my title, which I put there. Nicole had it over here, but I decided to sort of put it in this area, so enjoying the sun. You can tell here that I've MacGyvered some letters, and I've used a 3. Not the best, but I think with the whimsical subject of the layout, it fits fine. So there you go. So you had not seen this layout. I'm sharing this one with you today, and that would have been Sketch Sunday for the 13th. And then, of course, I was not able to get to the other 2 sketches for the month at all. So what I plan to do now for May I Scrap Lift You, the first day, I always like to scrap lift Crystal. I'm starting late this year, and I got off on a different start, but this sketch here was a sketch that Crystal created for the 20th. So I'm going to go back, find her layout, and I am going to scrap lift her layout that goes along with this sketch at some point. These will not go up on Sundays as Sketch Sunday catch-ups, because of course I do want to participate in Sketch Sunday for May and the May I Scrap Lift You that we're doing throughout the month of May. So I will just put this up at some point during the month, but I will be scrap lifting Crystal's take on her own sketch. And then I will be scrap lifting Brianna's take on her own sketch, which means that I'm going to be scrap lifting Brianna twice this month, because you're going to see at some point this month we have a celebration for Brianna. I'm not going to say more now. So that is how I intend to catch up on my April Sketch Sunday. And hopefully as of next week, not today, but as of next week, I will be back on track with Sketch Sunday every week. So there you go, my friends. That is sort of my little Sketch Sunday catch-up, reset, and how I am going to do a little bit of catch-up through the month of May. So thank you so much for being here. There's my little patio saying hi to you again. Isn't he just the most adorable? And look at his friend just resting there. That's so cute. So there you go, my friends, and I will see you back here very soon. Thanks as always for being here. Bye for now.